switch things up, and maybe the right hand is stronger than the left, or who knows. But we're going to find out tonight.
Well, we are going to find out tonight. He actually has done a pretty good job with his right hand, and he always had a good right hand. His left hook, though, was his big weapon. Maybe not so much now anymore. We'll find out. Here are the numbers, and of course, a number that has to jump out at you. Roy Jones now 40 years of age, and you heard Jeff Lacy say, well, he's much younger than me. Well, he is 8 years younger, but in boxing lingo, 32 is not exactly a baby either. Other than that, pretty similar. Roy Jones, of course, far more experienced. He's had 58 fights, won 53 of them. Jeff Lacy, 25-2. The common ground is that they both lost to Joe Calzaghe, but Calzaghe, one of the best in the world, and arguably pound for pound the best right now. So they will fight under the unified boxing rules, the 10-point must scoring system, no 3 knockdown rule, only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter can't be saved by the bell, and there won't be a standing 8 count, although we did see one standing 8 count tonight. So those are the rules by which these two will fight. And there aren't a lot of people, although there is one school of thought that this fight will go the distance and will be decided by decision. And
I'm part of that school.
Yeah, I am too, to be honest with you. But if you hear the two fighters talk, of course, they both talk about knockouts and both talk about going home early. And I think the real question that will be answered here is who has what left.
Very true.
Roy Jones, of course, wants to go on. This is not going to be his last fight. I don't think he can make that unequivocal statement. I mean, I think a lot depends on what goes on here tonight. But if things go the way he expects, then this will not be his last fight. He's talked, as we said earlier, about a fight in Australia against Danny Green. That would certainly be a huge fight. He's made some noises about going back up the heavyweight division again. But with Roy Jones, very much his own guy, and you really never know what he's going to do. But the guy in front of him tonight is a guy with some credentials, and he's going to have to take care of this. Now, the other question, of course, is what does Jeff Lacy have left?
Well, I think regardless if he didn't have much left, just all the intensity of this fight is going to give him something. Because just the fact that he's being overlooked, and Roy is talking about Australia and all this, and he knows that. So for him, it's like he wants to put a monkey wrench in all this because he's being insulted and disrespected in some type of way. I mean, it's business, but yet to him, I'm pretty sure he's taking it very, very personal, which you see in the locker room. He's very, very adamant about this.
Well, Jeff Lacy in his last 3 fights has been less than scintillating, you must say. He fought Epifanio Mendoza, who we saw earlier take a pretty sound beating, although his shoulder did pop out on him, and that was the reason for the stoppage of the fight, but he had lost every round, I believe, to B.J. Flores. Well, that was a majority decision win for Lacy in his fight against Mendoza, and there were people at that fight who thought Mendoza won it.
Yes.
And then after that, he fought Jermaine Taylor. He lost a 12-round decision to Jermaine Taylor, and there are people again who feel that Jermaine Taylor has seen his best days.
Yes.
And then back in April of this year, he fought Otis Griffin, not what you would consider a top echelon opponent, and he won the fight again. But again, he won by a majority vote.
Yeah.
So he hasn't exactly lit it up, as they would say in basketball, so far since losing to Calzaghe. But he feels he's had time this time. He really didn't take those guys as seriously as he probably should have, and all those other things that you hear before a fight.
But sometimes going those distances does help a fighter, because I realize his first 8 or 9 fights were all knockouts, and he just devoured guys in the first part of his career. Now being able to go to the decision kind of, I think, takes his skill level to a higher level a lot of times if you think of it the right way. He's going 10 rounds, he's learning, he's not just knocking guys out, he's not just dominating guys, he's having trouble. It makes sure your boxing game go up another notch if you're a student of the game.
You know, another common opponent for Lacy and Jones both was the guy that we just saw Roy Jones beat back in March of this year, and that is Omar Sheikha. Jeff Lacy fought him back in December of '04, and he went 12 rounds with him. Roy Jones stopped him in 5. Now, admittedly, it was 5 years ago. We don't know if it's the same Sheikha, but they did fight each other, and Sheikha did take Lacy all the way to the finish. So what Jeff Lacy has, what Roy Jones has, those are the 2 questions that will be answered tonight. And I think, needless to say, in the end, somebody's going to say about one of them, he doesn't have anything left. Crowd being pretty patient here as we have had a major delay in the fighters' entrances. Here in Biloxi, Mississippi, it will be, as we said, a very pro-Roy Jones crowd. And I think even more so now, an anti-Jeff Lacy crowd. So, you know, Lacy must feel like a guy who's got the world against him, but he's got his guys, and, you know, he's got his left hand.
But a lot of times when you feel you have the world, it's like putting a cat in the corner. You put that cat or any animal or anybody in the corner like that, and they feel threatened, they're going to attack, and they're going to come back so ferocious and hard. And I think Jeff Lacy's been put in a corner where it's like, hey, his back's against the wall. He's throwing. He doesn't care.
Well, let's take a listen right now. As you said, we always have an opportunity to talk to these fighters and see what their thoughts are about the fight. You heard a little bit from Jeff Lacy in an interview done a month ago. Well, we sat down with him just yesterday, and here's what he had to say about this fight.
Actually, being that I'm fighting an 8-time world champion, training camp has been very intense. It's all to this point, it's been very, very, very well ran. Really, I don't think Roy Jones has faced a aggressive opponent like myself. At the same time, he has never dealt with the aggressiveness of what I'm gonna deliver to him on Saturday night, the punching power, and I have a chin at the same time. So, how do you train for someone like that that's gonna come forward? Roy Jones has never faced someone like that with me in my style of fighting ever. He knows that. I know that. And he's gonna have to bring it. This fight won't go late. I don't see this fight going late. I see this fight ending early. I honestly do. I never predict fights. I won't predict a round, but I don't see this fight going I don't see this fight going into the second half of the 12-round fight.
Well, Jeff Lacy, confident that he's going to get Roy Jones out of there, and you know, it would not be the first time. I mean, you have to at least have a modicum of doubt about the chin of Roy Jones. Now, whether or not Jeff Lacy can do anything about that's the question that remains. But Lacy feels confident that he can. Roy Jones, on the other hand, and if his performance against Omar Sheikha, which we looked back on just a moment ago, and there's BJ Flores, who was very impressive in his win earlier tonight, now just a part of this audience. And I believe we are finally ready to get to our main event. And Jeff Lacy will be the first to enter.
The minute the lights went off, the crowd just erupted. I mean, that's the feeling Roy Jones likes. I mean, that's why he's still fighting. For people who are still wondering, that's the feeling you get as a fighter.
So here's Jeff Lacy, and trying to stay loose. And if I know Roy Jones and I know his entrances, he's going to have to stay loose for a long time. Now, to his credit, he looks very calm, very relaxed, and all business.
Well, you can tell it was a real big business move because he's ever lasted out.
Yeah. So Jeff Lacy in the ring, and we heard him say that he doesn't feel this fight will go even to the second half. We also had an opportunity to talk to Roy Jones, and here is how he sized up this evening.
Lacy's a good puncher, don't get me wrong. Great left hooker, got a good right hand too. But speed kills, like I said always. And his problem is gonna be adjusting to my speed. He's a great fighter, he's a great puncher, but how you gonna deal with my speed? Oof, it's really tough. I mean, if you can deal with my speed, maybe you have a chance, but I don't see it. Truthfully, to me, his style is nothing. I mean, he's just strong, and he can punch, and it's good, and he can punch, and it's still boxing. So that's enough. But the rest of it, I don't see nothing so spectacular. I wouldn't give a care how dangerous he is. I'm the one who's dangerous. I'm the problem. So I don't care nothing about what he's doing. I'm the problem. Trust what I tell you. I am the problem.
I told you had a mop.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, this is like a mop.
So now Roy Jones, who, again, and as is his style, he will make his opponent just kind of cool his heels. And Jeff Lacy doing just that, just kind of on his toes, doing a little dance. And he will be made to wait, possibly for a good time. And Roy Jones has not yet left his locker room. And this is not the exception. This is the rule for Roy Jones.
Yeah.
There have been often times that his entrance has been longer than his fights. Here
He
it
was
comes.
known for that in the 90s, having great entrances. You gotta live up to it.
Well, pretty bare bones so far tonight. No get-ups, no elevators.
Yeah, no suit, no suited outfit.
No, that's right.
He's had so many great ring entrances, dropping into the ring, coming in with animals, tigers. He's had it all. He's done it all.
Maybe he got his choreographer off the payroll.
Kept the ring entrance pretty basic.
Yeah, just business.
But the crowd still loves it.
To the joy of the fans here in Biloxi.
Almost pound for pound.
Well, it looks like we might have a main event. What do you think?
They kept us waiting a good little time for it.
Should I go to Mike? All right, let's take you up the center of the ring. Here's Mike Williams. Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, for the thousands in attendance, and for those in Australia, Canada, South America, and around the world joining us live, Square Ring Promotions, in association with Left Hook Promotions and the Beau Rivage Resort and Casino, now present the featured fight of the evening, sanctioned by and under the supervision of the Mississippi Athletic Commission Chairman Mr. John Lewis, board members Larry Torgerson and Eddie Payton. Assistant director is Patrick Turner. This title bout also sanctioned by the North American Boxing Organization. Supervising ringside is NABO Executive Director Mark Reels. The ringside physician on hand for the evening is Dr. Jerry Gentry, and the timekeeper at the bell is Karen Ingle. Should it go the distance, the three judges ringside scoring this bout will be Larry Ingle, Gary Ritter, and Randy Phillips. And when the bell rings, in charge of the action is referee Keith Hughes. And now, here at Hook City, we determine who will emerge as boxing's dominant left hooker. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the NABO Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, On my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the silver and blue, and weighing in tonight at 172 pounds. After representing the United States in the 2000 Olympic Games as a professional, his record stands at 25 wins, 2 defeats with 17 victories by way of knockout. And tonight he enters the ring ranked number 6 by the IBF and number 9 by the WBO. The power puncher and renowned left hooker for the first time tonight steps up to the light heavyweight division from St. Petersburg, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 2-time super middleweight champion, the challenger, Jeff Left Hook Lacey. And across the ring, the icon, the reigning champion, fights out of the blue corner, wearing the black trimmed in white. The former middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight world champion tonight weighs in 1 pound below the light heavyweight limit at 174 pounds even. From outstanding U.S. Olympian to inevitable Hall of Famer, as one of the world's all-time best pound-for-pound fighters, he's amassed an extraordinary professional record of 53 wins, 39 by way of knockout, with only 5 defeats. And this evening, he steps into the ring once again ranked amongst the world's best, including a number 2 world ranking by the WBO. Fighting for the 4th time here in his second home of Biloxi, the preeminent left hook puncher proudly hails from and fights out of Pensacola, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4-weight class, 8-time world champion, the living legend, the defending NABO light heavyweight champion, Roy Captain Hook Jones Jr.
Hi, Jeff. Jeff. All right, fighters, I've given you instructions in the dressing room. Remind you, listen to me at all times. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
And with that, we're set to go 12 rounds. And a fight in which at least a couple of questions will be answered.
The main thing that's just in my mind right now, I just keep thinking about it, is Roy Jones, 1988 Olympics, Lacey 2000.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're only 8 years apart. I mean, Roy Jones 8 years older than Lacey.
And of course, that infamous decision. I've seen bad decisions in boxing. I'm not sure I've seen one worse than that. And there was Lacey dropping the right hand up over the top. And Jones showing that quick left hand to Lacey.
We're kind of scaring me a little bit. He's letting Jeff get in there, a little too easily.
There was a left hand, it was a straight left hand, and a hook from Captain Hook.
Roy has to keep that jab moving to be successful against Jeff Lacey. He's letting Jeff Lacey get a little too close. And that's what you don't want to do with Jeff Lacey.
Lacey is moving up, of course. But still came in at only 172 pounds. Good right hand by Jones.
And Lacey looked a little wobbly right there. He is wobbly. Some questions are being answered right now.
Now, I would think Jones would want a little more work than this. But now he can play with him. There was the left hook from Lacey. It did nothing. Jones just pot shotting him.
He's just way too fast for you. I mean, you see that already.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making Lacey look like an amateur in there. No, Lacey's just hopping all over the place.
Yeah. Well, you know, we said earlier, an angry fighter is not usually a very good fighter, and I think frustration, even this early, maybe setting in a little bit with Jeff Lacy.
I mean, started off pretty good, just coming in with that double jab, but now he's just trying to muscle him in. He's got to catch Roy at the end of his left hook. You can't catch Roy right now inside like that. Roy's staying there all day long, and you won't hurt him.
Lacy just rushing in, and that, generally speaking, is not a great idea. Missed with that right hand. There was a right hand. That was his opportunity.
And he did it. He did it. I mean, he woke up Roy. Roy's just watching right now. He's throwing that left hook, you know. He's throwing it with bad intentions. He's not playing with that left hook right now. But Jeff Lacy right now has to turn to southpaw position. I mean, he's way off balance right now. His balance is, he's not, he's going to pay for that. Way off balance. Just, like you said, his emotions are getting the best of him possibly.
Yeah, got to settle down. A lot of action for the first round of a 12-round fight.
Hey, the people have gotten their money's worth. I mean,
Lacy laying inside. Pretty entertaining first round.
And Lacy was talking a lot of noise back to him. Who would you give that round to?
Well, I gave it to Jones, but just because I thought he was a little busier, and I thought he was more effective with his punching. But you can make a case for Lacy.
You're fighting a good fight. You're fighting a good fight. When you get on that rope, don't try to hit him in nothing big. If you hit him something big, it'll be to the body. All right? You're fighting a real good fight. Fighting a smart fight. Just keep your jab, feint at it, and with him so he's unpredictable. You got him everything.
Okay, stay right your head in his chest. And then try to keep your punches on the inside.
Okay.
Push him out. But always have your hands in front of you when you're running into him, okay? Don't put your hands down.
All right.
So we come to round number 2. Well, that first round had fans here in Biloxi on their feet. Almost got that uppercut in.
Roy Jones is content just staying there because he knows Lacy's going to punch himself out, tire himself out. Lacy, he needs to have a little separation for his left hook or right hand to be effective. He needs that little short separation, but that separation is working to, oh gosh, left hook. Captain hook.
Yeah, good left hook from Jones.
I mean, Jones hurt Lacy the first round. He hurt him again the second round. So
there was an uppercut slipped in by both men, actually.
I didn't expect it to go this way. They're just duking it out. You might as well put them in a telephone booth.
Yeah, it's interesting that Lacy would adapt this tactic. As you said, he'd be more effective taking a step back.
But I think from the other side, he wants to be inside. Wow.
3-punch combination. Beautiful. 3 left hands.
That's why he wants to be inside, because Jones is just way too fast from on the outside.
Yeah, you cannot question Roy Jones' speed. It's still there.
So he doesn't want to take that chance being on the outside, because every time he has that separation, he's getting whacked. So his only chance right now that he feels is, let me stay right here in his chest and hope that I can land this right hand on his left hook, which he can still do it.
Good shot to the body.
And Lacy felt it.
Okay, Roy Jones very sharp in this fight so far.
Lacy needs to get his balance and just set up that jab and a nice hook. And he'll get him, but right now Roy Jones is having his days. Captain hook.
Yeah, left hand again. Just grazed the chin. Body work and an uppercut.
Gosh. It's just an experience. I mean,
what a shot to the body. The hands of Lacy dropped.
Lacy's complaining. Roy Jones said, my bad. So they're playing basketball. They're fighting, but oh, my bad. But those body shots took it out of Lacey. I mean,
Another great shot to the body, right to the head, a little short. Lacey comes right back, but Jones doing the most damage so far. Uppercut misses, right hand slips in by Lacey. Boy, 2 action rounds.
another crowd is loving it. I'm loving it.
Been a great fight.
Doing well, stand right where you are.
Take a look at the action. Watch the body shots.
He's just body, head. I mean, just showing his skill. I mean, his prowess in the ring. Light to deliver. You saw, you know, Jeff Lacey's right leg just dipped right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he felt it. It was a delayed reaction, but he felt it. But Jeff Lacey's a tough cooker. I mean, he took a lot of left hooks to the body.
Jeff Lacey has never been stopped. The only loss is coming by way of decision. Round 3. There's a body shot slipped in by Lacey. He's getting a little work done inside as well.
But I think he's crawling his punches a little bit, and Roy's just getting the upper hand of it. It's just,
Yeah.
Roy's just, you know, the new school rope dope.
Well, I think Roy's short punches are much better than Lacey's.
Oh, beautiful left hook to the body again.
I'll tell you what, though, Lacey is making Jones work. I mean, he doesn't have time to fool around here.
Oh, yeah, but if he drops his guard and plays a little too much, I mean.
What an uppercut by Jones.
But Jones is doing some great inside work. I've never seen Roy fight this good inside. I mean,
Double left hand in close quarters.
I've never seen Roy fight this good inside. He's just looking phenomenal.
He really is, yeah. Oh, 3-punch combination, brilliant. 2 to the head, 1 to the body, and he gets him again to the head, backing up.
Lacey's cut in the right eye, looks like.
Yeah, above the eye could be a cut that would give him problems, and it is already.
It is, wow.
Blood getting into the eye. That's a pretty serious cut. They're going to have some work to do.
Jeff Lacey's just unsure what to do. I mean, he comes in too fast, Roy's going to catch him. He gets in there, he's getting beat inside as well. So what do you do?
Well, he's getting out quicked, he's getting out punched. It's not for one to try it.
Oh, nice uppercut by Lacey.
Yeah.
Just missed.
He's a little short.
I come to find out, Lacey has the longer reach than Roy Jones.
Those ropes are pretty loose on that side of the ring. You can see Roy Jones laying way back on them. There's good body shot again, and right to the head. Another great body shot, another right to the head.
This has been the night of body shots. All 4 fights have been just great, phenomenal body shots.
There was a left hand slipped in by Lacey after Jones dropped his hands.
Playing around, looking at the crowd.
Yeah.
And Jeff Lacey needs to take advantage of that. He needs to take advantage of that. Double that hook up, go to the body. But it's like the steam is out. He's like,
that one was a little low.
Like Jeff Lacey's losing a lot of steam there. He's crossing his legs together. I mean, nice.
Yeah, Jones just wants Lacey to come to him. Lacey's obliging. Jones getting clearly the better of it in close quarters.
I think
the cut on the eye does not seem as serious as we look at it now.
Oh,
There's that
gosh,
uppercut.
beautiful left uppercut. I'm sure he's going to double that left hook right now. Gosh, look at it, to the head, to the body. I mean, Captain Hook is being the captain of the hook right now, for real.
That one's straight a little low. What an uppercut.
Well, Roy, whether he wins or loses, he's got a lot of highlights from this fight already.
Well, he's been very sharp. He has clearly not lost his quickness. They were working on the eye of Lacy, and I'm not sure that that cut is in fact above the eye. I think it may be both in the corner of the eye and below it. So it may not be quite as serious as we indicated in the last round.
And just to answer your question again, if you didn't see that crowd reacting up Roy Jones, and you wonder why he's still fighting.
No, that's right. That's
I mean, come on. You can't. When you sit at home and you watch these fights, and you know you can beat these guys, and you wonder that fighter instinct comes in. You say, I want to do it. And you love that crowd. You're fighting for the crowd. It's not even for yourself anymore sometimes. Well, for him, where he's at, it's not for him. It's for the crowd.
Jones now is picking his shots here.
I think Jeff Lacy needs to try and bring Roy Jones into him, because coming forward is not working. He needs to try and just move around a little bit and see if Roy Jones will come to him and see if he can draw Roy Jones into that left hook.
He has a dialogue with someone in the crowd here. Now the cut starts to bleed again. It is on the corner of the eye.
That's what Jeff needs to do. Try and draw Roy in and try and draw him to jab left hook. Try and stick that jab and catch him off a hook coming in on the right hand.
He's just pot shotting him here.
Well, Jeff Lacy coming forward is not going to work. He's been trying it for the past 3 rounds. It's not working. He needs to try, go lateral movement, left to right, going back a little bit and bring Roy Jones in. See how Roy's going to react to that, because Roy apparently trained very well to Jeff Lacy coming straight in.
Jones just kind of having his way. An uppercut kind of on the move. I mean, it's not the way the clinics would say to throw an uppercut, but in Roy Jones' case, doesn't matter. Right hand.
He's just that fast. The fans at home, Roy is back.
Yeah. Just playing with him now.
And I know that's frustrating Jeff Lacy, because Roy is just talking to the crowd, just playing around, and it's frustrating. Me as a fighter, I'd be frustrated right now. I wouldn't. That'd probably be me right there.
Still has his way in. And now Lacy's hurt.
And Roy's jumping all over it. Captain Hook is having a hook fest.
Not missing a lot of punches, I'll tell you that.
Hook souffle. I remember as a kid growing up in the gym, just practicing some of Roy Jones' moves. It was like, literally, you do a Roy Jones move in the ring. It was like, yeah, I royed you. And I mean, I knew the new generation now of boxers. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're doing the same thing after this fight here. Is this Roy's living up to the hype?
No question about it. I mean, very impressive so far. Very impressive against the veteran fighter.
It's no longer hype.
No. See that cut when you look at the
dropping your left hand too far down.
Okay.
And you're accepting punches. You
right
gotta keep them up here.
Right.
And just touch him with a jab, touch him with a jab. And then your right hand.
Right.
You know, we said that. Jab right here will stop his right hand.
Okay.
He's taking pot shots with his right hand now because you dropped it too far. All right?
Okay.
Put some tape on his glove, corner.
Well, over here. It's too quick.
So we come to round 5. On my card, I got Jones pitching a shutout so far.
All night long. And honest to say, if it goes to decision, that's what it's going to be, a shutout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lacy is strong enough that one punch could turn the fight, but I haven't seen any indication of it
Well,
yet.
he has to change the game plan up. That game plan is not working. He's got to change the game plan up somehow because Roy has that game plan down to a T. And once again, he's just hooking like crazy inside.
What an uppercut. And now Lacy backs out of there, says, I'm not hurt. Which usually means he is.
Even his jab's not even effective anymore. It's just, I see Roy just going for overhand right. I just see it.
Well, one thing is an absolute fact. You can't question the hand speed of Roy Jones even at age 40. And I said oftentimes fighters get old in one night. This ain't the night.
It ain't. And they're talking to each other right now.
Four-punch combination. Lacy says it didn't hurt.
I wouldn't even got that's 4 hooks just thrown simultaneously behind each other. It's like, who does that? I got my notepad. I'm taking notes.
I need to do this. Look at that. 4 punches again. All with the left hand. All got there. Then he pot shots him with the right hand. You know, the way the ropes are strung also is doing Roy Jones a great favor because you can see how far he leans back and then he's able to uncork punches.
Yeah. I wonder if that was done intentionally.
Well, let me guess.
So I know Roy Foreman, he raised that question up with Ali. I mean, he probably still does.
Yeah, that's right. There's an uppercut from Lacy.
I mean, Lacy's making the fight too easy for Roy. He's got to change the game plan up. Wow, wow.
That's just too good.
Wow.
Too good.
Wow.
And he's
Wow.
about to go.
All you can say is wow. I mean, it's just, there's no other word.
I mean, he throws punches from angles you're not supposed to be able to throw punches from.
That's what's always made Roy Roy. He can do that.
Really amazing. Well, I don't know if the replays will show how quick those shots came.
Well, they need to be slowed down. I mean,
This is slow motion.
Now you can see, how effective he is doing this. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my gosh! 5 punches, 5 punches, 5-6 punch combinations.
You know, and they're all on the mark. I mean, that's
On the money, not missing not one shot, except that last one. But
yeah. Okay, I'll give it the last one.
yeah, you know.
This is round 6.
Maybe these rounds are going by pretty fast. Thanks to Roy. I
Not
guess.
for Lacy.
I mean, for the fans who don't know about Jeff Lacy, this guy is a decorated fighter who's fought some of the best, a 2-time world champion. This is not just some fighter that, you know, he's not an opponent, put it like that. He's not some pushover that Roy is just saying, oh, I'm the tune-up fight. This is a world-ranked, top-notch fighter. And Roy is just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, and a guy who can get you out of there.
Roy just taking a break, a chill breather.
Yeah, when Roy Jones lost to Joe Calzaghe, yes, Jeff Lacy did also. I think that was a crossroads in his career. I mean, either then he was just going to say, okay, that's it, or he was going to come back with a vengeance, as he certainly is here tonight.
But for the ones who don't know about that fight, Roy dropped Calzaghe and could have had him out that first round. And he, for some reason after that, he just kind of eased back and he got a cut, and that caused a problem, what he said. But he had Calzaghe out that first round.
And Jeff Lacy absolutely game, but just getting out-quicked, out-worked, out-powered, and every other out you can think of.
I mean, if Lacy had any nightmares about Calzaghe, he's gonna, oh, nice right hand down. He's gonna have some nightmares about Roy Jones.
Roy had that look like that really bored me.
I mean, I know how Jeff Lacy's feeling right now. He's trying to do whatever he can. It's like nothing is working. It's frustration upon frustration upon frustration. You're trying to do everything you can. You're tired. I mean, you're beat. I mean, you're trying, but nothing's working. And on top of that, you got some guy across the ring from you making fun of you and laughing and sticking his tongue out and talking to other people while you're fighting them. I mean,
yeah. Left the head, left the body. Tough combination to throw, especially in close quarters. Body shot's big and a right uppercut.
I mean, Roy's punches, I mean, Lacy's punches right now has no effect right now. Roy said, watch this. Roy said again, watch this. Wow.
He took a left hand, and then he just avoided the left hand, missed the right hand while he's talking to the crowd.
Frustration upon frustration upon frustration for Jeff Lacy. The type of thing that make you want to just quit and say,
yeah, maybe another career.
Yeah.
Well, of course you have another career. You're a writer.
It's funny because Roy Jones right here is talking to the Australians over here.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, remember Danny Green said, I did my part, now you do yours. Well, he is.
He's letting Danny Green know, hey, you got something coming. You got something coming. And I can't wait to see it.
Danny Green actually spent a few days with Roy Jones in Pensacola.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah, they kind of became buds.
Like Danny Green said, there's not going to be much buddy over there in person.
No, no. That cut has not gotten appreciably worse on the eye of Jeff Lacy. There's a timeout here while they repair the glove of Lacy. Just needed a little reworking with the tape, and now here we go, round 7.
Wow. Lacy getting some swelling over his left eye. I mean, Lacy seriously needs to try and just box him. Stay on the outside and bring Roy in. Instead of doing the same thing, and it's not being effective.
Just missed that uppercut.
That's the same way Tarver was able to get Roy. I mean, he brought Roy Jones in. He was able to catch him with the straight left. While Roy was coming at him, I mean.
You can see that top rope is pretty loose and allows Roy Jones to kind of get out of harm's way. Good left hand, good right hand behind it.
I've never seen Roy fight so good inside. I didn't even know he could fight inside, really.
He's just hammering him with an uppercut.
Roy's just known for pot-shotting guys, and that's usually what he does. I mean, and he's winning this whole fight, fighting inside.
Yeah, he's been busy right from the opening round.
Wow.
Just wearing out Lacy. And Lacy, I mean, there's no quitting Lacy. He's still coming.
The thing about Roy, he's throwing 5, 6, you know, a minimum of 3 punches every time.
That's right.
And
the chant going up in the crowd. Roy Jones, Roy Jones. Triple left hand again. And now blood from the left eye of Lacy.
No offense to Roy Jones, but I'd like to see Lacy just catch him and just one time, just to see some action.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem able to do that.
Roy just looking spectacular. He's looking over
at
us.
us. Yeah.
I mean, it's just phenomenal. He's sitting having a conversation with us, looking at us, and I mean,
He still manages to see punches coming. I'm not quite sure how he does that.
Neither do I. I'm trying to figure the same thing out. But on the other side, how does Lacy react to this? I mean, you got a guy talking in your ear.
Boy, this has been a good old-fashioned whooping.
I mean, I guess Roy could say, "Who's your daddy?"
Yeah.
The big brother is beating the little brother.
I mean, he has worked the uppercut in close quarters, I mean, to great effectiveness. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to criticize in Roy Jones' performance at all. I mean, it's been absolutely sensational, doing what he needs to do.
Look at this 4 or 5 repeated uppercuts. Just doing what he wants to do. I mean, with ease. Okay.
Keep your hand and just try walking across the ring.
A little more repair work to do on the gloves of Jeff Lacy. Perspiration sometimes will
Got his mouthpiece in.
allow that tape just to unravel a bit. And again, a momentary timeout.
Roy just looking fresh and not breathing heavy at all. It's another day in the office for him.
Still working the crowd. And you can see Lacy's really starting to get busted up.
All right, I thought for a second Lacy was going to try and, draw Jones in, but he goes right back to.
Lacy fighting right now like a frustrated fighter. And he should be.
I mean, but on top of that, he has no steam on the punches.
No.
Just
pushing everything.
And every body shot is landing on the money. I mean,
wow, another sharp right hand. It's about 8 unanswered punches.
Yeah. Gotta be, I mean. The fans are getting everything they wanted.
Yeah, they are, and getting it from the guy they wanted.
This reminds me of the Roy of the 90s, where everyone he fought, he just demolished. It was just like, yeah, he just played around. He made it look so easy, even though each guy he fought, Virgil Hill, he fought Virgil Hill. Virgil Hill was the top light heavyweight. Knocks him off a body shot, in the same arena.
It just makes you wish that in the 90s he had a guy, they say great fights make great fighters, and he never had the great fight.
And that's why he had to keep fluctuating different weights to try to make that great fight. And he's still trying to do it now. Because there's still no one there for him. He's still trying to create it. He's going up to cruiserweight after this to fight Danny Green. He's trying to make his legacy's already here. God.
About 6 punches with the left hand, most of them effective. And he ties his man up. A little bit of a headbutt.
Just imagine being that good. You just
I can't imagine. But again, unfortunately, has never had the defining fight. Ray Leonard had Hearns, and he had Hagler, and Ali had Frazier, and all the great fighters.
There goes Lacey. Lacey's left eye swollen up real bad.
Yeah, he's really getting
But
busted up.
his chance right now is to do what he just did right now. Just go for the gusto.
That left eye really getting swollen. Both eyes, in fact, pretty swollen, and they haven't gotten the end swell on them. You can see him just kind of playing here, giving him a noogie.
Yeah. I wish I could see that replay again. I want to count how many hooks he threw. It's like,
and you can see the face of Jeff Lacy not looking very much like the face he brought with him tonight.
no.
Round 9. That left eye
I think Everlast is
almost shut.
I think Everlast is the only one who won in Jeff Lacey's corner. They got their glove on.
That's right.
Well, that's his chance right there. He has to just do that, unless he's not gonna do anything else. So he's got to go for the gusto.
Well, it's hard enough to fight a guy as quick as Roy Jones, but when you have to do it with both eyes nearly shut, that makes it even more tough.
Yeah. Jeff Lacey talking back to Roy now. They're having their own conversation in there. I wish I could hear.
And now Lacey's in big trouble.
I didn't see the punch.
I think it's just a combination of the punches. I do. I think it's just attrition started to set in.
And Roy's still just having fun.
Roy just stalking him now. Both eyes nearly closed. Honestly, I think it's almost time to stop this fight.
I'm thinking the same thing. But it's so entertaining, but to the point now where it's like, I know Jeff, and I'm hurting right now because I don't know. And Jeff is still winking, still being positive in there, but it's
both eyes swollen, left eye nearly shut. Roy Jones attacks the body. It's almost as though Roy doesn't want to hurt him, honestly.
I mean, the punches are not the ones that think has to be hurting me right now. It's just him, just insulting me, just talking and joking and giving me noogies.
Yeah, well, that's true.
That's.
But I have to think that referee Jeff Hughes has got to start taking a long look at Lacy. There's been no indication through 9 rounds that Lacy can win the fight. He's lost, at least on my card, and I can't imagine the judges being much different with the possible exception of the first round. He's lost every round.
I mean, they haven't been knockdowns, but you can almost say they're 10-8 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, they've been that dominant. That's true. Lacy got out of the way at the bell. I think in their corner, I'm not hearing the sound, but if I'm reading lips right, they're saying he should quit, and Jeff Lacy's saying, no, don't.
Tony was saying he's picking us up. Close your eyes.
Man, fuck Tony. Tony ain't the one in here.
Meantime, Jones actually getting off the gas a little bit in that last round.
So that stumble came to a left hook to the temple of Jeff Lacy. Wasn't a hard punch, but like you said, the accumulation
That's
of
what
punches.
I think, yeah.
In the corner, I mean, like you said, the corner was trying to tell Jeff Lacy to stop, and he said, hey, no.
Round 10, still got 3 long rounds to go.
I think it's what Jeff Lacy's trying to do. Draw him in, box him around. Try and get Roy to make a mistake and come in.
Somehow, I don't think that's going to happen.
But if he moves around a little bit and tries to get Roy to throw in these crazy left hooks or crazy punches and miss, and he can counter. Right now, Roy's just
kind of jumping around.
Roy's just so fast. He's,
good left hook right there by Jones.
wow, just circles around him.
Left eye of Lacy swollen, nearly shut. What a body shot.
I wonder if Jeff was thinking that maybe Roy would age overnight for this fight.
Well, he's made a believer out of me, I'll tell you that. That was an uppercut slipped in by Lacy.
I think right now Roy's adrenaline is pumped so high that even if Jeff did land a super left hook, I think Roy would just take it as if it's nothing. His adrenaline is pumped so high. I think that would be really entertaining. For Lacy to get that left hook right in there.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it just watching this performance, it really honestly makes me wonder how Antonio Tarver could have knocked him out.
How anybody could. Well, you said it before. Styles make fights.
Yeah.
And Jeff Lacy has a style. Oh my God. That's just. I think insult on top of injury.
Yeah.
You let the guy just walk away and you're talking to the camera, talk to everybody else.
I think, honestly, Daniel, you're almost doing Jeff Lacy a favor to stop this.
Yeah. Roy Jones is like a preacher giving a real good message right now.
Yeah. Almost time for amen now.
Yeah, well, the crowd is, you know, amen and hallelujah.
Good left hook, knock Lacy backward. Another one.
So it's time for Jeff Lacy to get saved.
Lacy, nothing to not gain, but maybe even 2 gain. Because he's really taking a beating.
Yeah. But once again, the pride of fighting. This is just the pride of boxing.
Effective enough. There's no need to. You rather have your brain. You rather have your brain. I want you to fight next month. I want you to fight.
They're going to stop the fight. So what the referee wouldn't do, Jeff Lacy's own corner did do.
It's necessary. I mean, this is business.
Absolutely
as much
the
as
right
personal
thing.
as you want this to be, this is business, and you want to be able to fight another day.
Precisely. I mean, he took a really bad beating from a really great fighter.
But hey, Jeff is a promoter, so he has to look at it. Hey, he did a real great promotion. A great promotion.
Well, I mean, I've seen Roy Jones fight on numerous occasions. I'm not sure I've ever seen him be as sharp as he was tonight. He's every bit as quick as he was at his very best. I'm sure that people will say, yeah, well, he fought a shot fighter. I don't think you can really even make a case for that. I think you just have to look at Roy Jones and say what he accomplished tonight.
Exactly, because the truth came in for both of them, but like you said, one of them answered.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, answered in a big, big way, I think.
Danny Green's jumped in the ring. I want to see
That is the look of a beaten fighter. And that's the look of a winner.
I want to see if Danny Green and Roy Jones are going to have an exchange of words possibly.
I don't know. I think these two recognize a good promotion. They're talking about trying to make that fight in Australia. They don't know where yet. They're talking about November. Let's go to the center of the ring once more. Mike Williams will get the official verdict here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the main event of the evening at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. The official end comes after 10 rounds of action. The blue corner steps in and calls a halt to this fight. Pardon me, the red corner for the winner by TKO victory. Now recognized as boxing's dominant left hook puncher, the pound for pound living legend and still the NABO light heavyweight champion, Roy Captain Hook Jones Jr.
Well, a decision that really was not in doubt after about the first 2 minutes of the fight. Might be able to make a case for Lacy winning the first round, but after that, all Roy Jones. And in fact, I gave the first round 2-2.
I mean, Roy just dominated this whole thing. James Brown has a song called I Can't Stand Myself. And in the song he says, I'm back. So Roy Jones right now, he can't stand himself, and he's back.
Yeah, he is back. And, you know, now it's the ball's kind of in his court once again. Let's go up to Rob Brown, who has Roy Jones. Rob?
We're here with Roy Jones Jr. Before anything else, Biloxi, Mississippi, home away from home in front of the crowd. They loved you tonight, Roy.
Well, I love them. You know, first I'd like to take this time out to thank God for blessing us both to come out healthy. Nobody got hurt. I'd like to take my hat off to Jeff Lacy for being a tough competitor, for giving us a heck of a show. So thank you, Jeff. But first and foremost, thank you, Biloxi. Pensacola in the house.
You know, you've got some fans back in Pensacola watching tonight, Roy. You put on a clinic all night as Jeff comes over to show some congratulations.
Hold their heads down for me. I don't want nobody to hold their heads down for me. I came here and fought my heart out. And I left it all in the ring, and Roy Jones was the man tonight, and hopefully maybe down the road we can do it again. You can see that I never took a step back. I'm going to keep doing it. All right, thank you, Thank you.
Jeff Lacy, of course, a lot of respect between you two guys. Tell me how it was going early in the round. A lot of punch-for-punch action.
A lot of punch-for-punch action because a lot of people think that I can't fight when they put the pressure on me. Like Denny the Mean Machine Green over there, I see he waiting to put the pressure on me. I know he coming, so I got to go down under and get prepared. I got to be in the best of shape for him because he's a big old guy. He's strong, and he's going to be coming at me. So I'm looking forward to going down under and taking Denny Green down under.
Danny Green, of course, a winner earlier in the night. Looks like Roy and he have a date in the future. But before we get there, 10th round, it looked like Hook City, a whole lot of rights getting thrown. Feeling good, pretty good about that?
What I was trying to let her understand that I am the best hooker in the game. I got the best left hook in the business. Everybody in Pensacola, all the fight parties, what's up? Roy Jones still the man, pound for pound. I'm still one of the baddest throwing down. They ain't got me ranked enough, but they will for long. They'll understand. Just because I'm 40 don't mean a daggone thing to me.
Of course, you got him up in the ropes a lot. Was getting that close contact fighting one of the things you wanted to do? Is it just how the fight went?
Well, just what type of fighter he is. You know, I like to give guys the best chance I can at their own style. He wanted to wear the Everlast gloves. We wore them. We fight his fight. I mean, I just do it like I do it. You know, I don't have excuses. I just fight for a living. That's what I do.
Of course, a lot of people want to know with the glove controversy, what did that affect coming into this match? Was it even something you thought about?
Just slowed me down 10 minutes. That's all. It would have happened 10 minutes earlier had they just left the gloves I had on, so it didn't really make a difference. I could have took me some regular latex gloves that you're painting, and I'd have been just the same. Look out, B. Vic. Look out, all my people that support Roy Jones Jr. We're coming to Australia, baby. Y'all get ready. Good day, mate.
Biloxi Roy Jones Jr.
You do the kangaroo. You see him do the kangaroo. Have you seen it?
Well, right now, Danny Green and Roy Jones, best of friends, might not be so. And it seems they will hook up in Australia, these two guys. Danny Green, impressive tonight as well, but the night belonged, I think, to Roy Jones. I mean, he, right from the get-go, never a doubt.
He stole the night. If any other fight did anything that we thought was impressive, he completely took every accolade for anybody tonight. He just stole the whole show.
Yeah, it almost seems to be a rededication on the part of Roy Jones. And he said at age 40, he doesn't look age 40, believe me. His hand speed was every bit as good as I've ever seen it be. And, of course, that's always been the hallmark of his career. He was sharp. You know, I wish we had the numbers to punctuate exactly how sharp, but I would venture to say he's probably in the 60-70% connect range.
Oh, yeah.
Lacey came at him and tried to smother him, and Roy Jones would just have none of it.
Hands flying like right hand, right uppercuts, left hooks. I mean, he threw every punch you could possibly think of in boxing. Straight rights, jabs, uppercuts, hooks.
Yeah, everything came in combination for Roy Jones tonight. I mean, it really was a wonderful performance that he put on. I don't think there's any criticizing it. And again, I know the critics will be there. I'll know they will say Jeff Lacey was not the opponent he might have been 3-4 years ago, that he didn't knock out Jeff Lacey and he should have knocked out. I don't care. It was a brilliant performance on his part.
And I take my hats off to Square Ring. They put a great show together, a phenomenal show.